The Mediterranean was once a major crossroads at the heart of the ancient world. Today, it has become a barrier separating Europe from Africa. Is there anything left of a past once shared? And what do today's distinct cultures have in common? Journalist Zineb El Masrar and Jaafar Abdul Karim travel the coasts of the Mediterranean in search of answers.
Do you see yourself as a Tunisian Jew?
Yes, with all the rights and responsibilities.
How can you afford the food for all these animals?
God helps us. Join us to get to know the people and their dreams. A Mediterranean journey.
Today, we're going to Europe's fifth smallest country. It's a sunny place with a multicultural heritage. I'm on Malta. It's an island in the Mediterranean Sea located north of Libya and Tunisia and south of Sicily. It's a multicultural melting pot. The Romans, the Arabs, the British, and the French were all here at one time or another, as the architecture shows. But it's reflected in the people, too. I'm excited about what awaits me here. Malta's capital, Valletta, is so beautiful that it's been named a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Republic of Malta is made up of the islands of Malta, Gozo, and Comino, as well as a number of other uninhabited islets. The 316 square kilometer territory is home to about 500,000 Maltese. The name Malta is said to mean refuge. It's the fifth most densely populated country in the world. The Crusaders built the capital, Valletta, as a bastion of Christianity. It has recently undergone extensive restoration and regeneration. Architect Konrad Buhagiar has played a key role in this process. He's managed to meld old architecture with new.
Now we're walking aside the parliament, and you're part of designing the parliament, right?
Yes, we worked with Renzo Piano, who were commissioned by the government to build the building, and we were his local architects.
Okay.
The whole building is built of the local stone.
Well, you know what's really interesting? Although this one is an old building,
Yes.
and this one is a new building,
Yes.
but they somehow fit together.
Yes.
And I think that's...
Yeah, that was the idea.
So mission completed.
Yes.
No, really,
And you
because
can
it's
see
not-
the light and shade on the facade.
Yes.
Gives a feeling of a corroded
The way it's on
surface,
the other side.
the way it's on the other side.
Now I get it more
See?
and more.
And the scale is similar, because the lines on the top are.
Yes.
So this triangular courtyard, for example, the lines continue like.
So the structure we see there
Yes.
is actually reflecting this one, but this is in a modern way.
Yes.
Okay.
So it creates a continuity between old and new.
Wherever you look, Buhagiar has given Valletta's crumbling beauty a facelift. Even the ruins of the former Royal Opera House have been integrated into an open-air theater.
It's a theatre which participates in the life of the city. So when a performance is taking place, if there's a symphonic concert, the sound spills out into the streets.
So everyone knows.
Everybody knows. People sometimes stand on the edge and watch, even though they're not inside the theatre itself.
It's very impressive because it's open air, and when you look at the building behind, it looks as if it's the back facade of it, right?
Yes. In fact, the choice of the green was inspired by the green of the balconies.
Okay.
So when it's dark and it's all lit up, that facade gets sort of closer to the interior, and it feels like what used to be the elevation of the old theatre.
Konrad Buhagiar is convinced that Valletta can only retain its vitality if its past is integrated into the present. The city's history should enrich rather than limit it. He shows me the enchanting view from the Upper Baraka Gardens.
If you look at this, you don't have to say anything anymore.
This garden was built on the highest bastion of the landward fortifications. Originally, the Maltese landscape was 3-4 maximum stories high. It's like this. It's low and horizontal. 5 years ago, the opportunity to start building high buildings, tall buildings, was allowed. So now a lot of buildings are being built which are 30 or 40 stories high.
You're a fan of it?
No, I'm not a fan of it because the traditional landscape is going to obviously change. However, progress is relentless. It's not something you can really control. And I don't think one should be scared of change.
Malta is a place of tradition and modernity. Rampant construction boom here, tranquil beaches and lagoons there. The island nation is trying to negotiate the middle ground between the needs of tourism and Maltese residents. The small fishing village, Marsaschlok, is the home of the typical Maltese wooden boat called a lutsu. It's idyllic. Now, I'm traveling further south here on the main island, to a place where a very exclusive Maltese specialty awaits me.
I'm now in Siggiewi. I'm told the Germans have sausages, the Italians pizza, and the Maltese pastizzi. It's meant to be very tasty. I'm looking forward to eating something.
Siggiewi is 10 kilometers from the capital. Here, the slogan is Labore et virtute, work and virtue. I'm meeting Marilu Vella, the founder of Pastizzi Gourmet.
Hello.
Hello.
You're Marilu?
I am,
the
yes.
pastizzi woman.
Yes, yes.
Nice meeting you.
Same. Welcome to my house.
Thank you so much.
Ready to make pastizzi?
I'm ready to cook for the first time
Good.
also.
Good.
We can
All right,
go.
so into the kitchen.
Marilu is an institution in Siggiewi. She's the queen of baking the pastries that are Malta's favorite snack.
Everyone I met here is talking about pastizzi, and you have to eat in pastizzi?
You have to. If you come to Malta, you have to eat pastizzi. We have them for breakfast, for lunch, for tea.
Okay.
And then if you really don't feel like cooking, you can have them for dinner as well. So it's... and they're fast, you know, you find them everywhere, in every town, village.
You make different kind of pastizzi. What's the special thing about your own pastizzis?
I make pastizzi without lard, because the traditional ones, they made them with lard, with pork fat. So I try to make an alternative.
Vegan, vegetarian.
Yes, 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 exactly.
But is the traditional traditional food in Malta, is it vegan, vegetarian?
No, it's quite meat-based. The most popular Maltese dish is, in fact, rabbit meat.
Rabbit?
Yes, fried rabbit with garlic. Okay.
I've heard there are some similarities between Maltese and Arabic languages. So I'm going to do a little test.
What do you call this in Maltese? In Arabic, we say ajin.
Yes, in Maltese it's called ajina.
Ah, it's almost the same.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because I was told Maltese language is very close to Arabic language. Like ajina, you say ajin.
It's a Semitic language, in fact.
Okay.
It's 60% of it comes from Arabic because we're ruled by the Arabs for a very long time.
So we talk now Arabic.
We'll try.
If I say kifik,
Taiba.
you say taiba?
Yes, yes, yes.
In your normal Maltese language, you
Yes,
say taiba.
taiba. Yes.
And this one, the pie, the green pea thing?
No, that comes from Italian, piselli.
Piselli.
That comes
But
from...
we say basella.
Ah, yes, so...
It's always
yes,
also
yes,
said
yes,
the same.
yes.
You will say for a knife?
Sikkina. The same?
After the language lesson, the cooking lesson continues.
Shall we get the filling?
Yes, let's
Okay.
get the filling. These are here, very well prepared, the ricotta.
The ricotta and the pea.
They say anyone who's been to Malta once always returns. For the food alone, the dishes are unbelievably tasty. Fantastic. Especially pastizzi, made using Marilu's recipe. And I didn't do a bad job making them either, did I?
Good.
Oven?
Yep.
Okay.
While the pastizzi are baking, Marilu shows me around the small town of Siggiewi. Our stroll takes us to the Church of St. Nicholas. Malta is predominantly Catholic. What influence does the church have here? She tells me the country is one of the most conservative in Europe.
I love Malta, otherwise I wouldn't stay here. But I think there is the risk of Malta losing its spirit.
Okay.
You know, it's the new high-rise buildings that we're getting, and Some people are way too conservative.
How does it affect on you?
So on young people, and especially women, for example, abortion is not legal here.
Abortion is not legal?
No. So that creates quite a lot of problems, because then only, you know, rich people who can afford it can get it, because they can go abroad to other countries.
Yes.
Or else they go to black markets.
Okay.
So...
and even when you want to divorce, it's a new
Yes,
law?
that was introduced around 6 years ago, something like that, 6, 7.
And before that you couldn't?
Before that, no, there was no divorce in Malta. We get quite a lot of tourists, but it's not, you know, Valletta.
A wonderful aroma entices us back to the kitchen, where my very first batch of self-made pastizzi awaits us.
Pastizzis are ready?
Yes, they're...
Oh, they look so good!
Golden brown, just
Golden
perfect.
brown. I think they're very crispy. So
Yes.
I'll try the one with the cheese.
Okay.
This one.
Yes.
It's so good.
Good?
It's so good. It's so good. It's really good. It's
And
really,
they're
really good.
always the best when they're fresh out of the oven.
Yes,
so
yes. It's really good.
Good.
I can stay the whole day now eating them. It really tastes good. You know, at the beginning when you look at them, you say, what's special about it? But now you can see how good it tastes.
Good.
It smells. So it's worth it.
I'm glad you like them.
The island nation has been a member of the European Union since 2008. And in this tax haven, people like to show off what they have. It's a popular place for wealthy English people to retire to, for example. It's a paradise for car lovers. I'm surprised to stumble across a vintage car rally in Valletta. But Malta has its dark sides too. In late 2017, an assassination shook the country's political elite and sparked a national crisis. Journalist Daphne Galizia was investigating a high-level corruption scandal when she was murdered in a car bombing. The attack shocked the country and led to the resignation of top politicians.
In October 2017, the journalist Daphne Galizia was murdered just a short distance from her home. Her investigative work focused on political and financial corruption in Malta. It's important to me as a journalist that I come here to make a point. I believe a democracy must guarantee freedom of opinion and the media. After all, Malta is part of the EU, and I expect that freedom of speech should be a cornerstone in such a country.
The country mourned the journalist and demanded an end to corruption and lies. Now, Malta has to prove it can implement the rule of law and respect the freedom of the press, so as to ensure Daphne Galizia did not die in vain. We're leaving the main island and taking the ferry northwest.
We're heading for Gozo, where we're going to visit the city of Victoria. It's a small city, but it has 2 opera houses. The question is, why 2?
Gozo is the second largest island in the Maltese archipelago. It's only 14 kilometers long and just over 7 kilometers wide. Most of Gozo's 31,000 residents live in the island's capital, Victoria. It's a bit quieter here than it is on the main island. I'm most interested in the 2 opera houses, the Aurora and the Teatru Astra. Here, I'm meeting the director, John Galaya. The 2 buildings are just 300 meters apart.
I came to Gozo here, and I have one question. Why do you need 2 operas here on a very small island?
It's because there's this rivalry between the 2 band clubs in Victoria. The other band club, has also the Aurora Opera House, and there's this Teatro Astra, which is the seat of opera as well. And out of sheer artistic rivalry, but in a good sense, in a competitive sense.
How is the competition affecting on the quality of the productions you're doing?
Obviously, there will be much more engagement and commitment by the members of the opera at the Astra, who are actually engaged to promote the highest artistic level possible.
Both opera houses were built at the end of the 1960s, and they have been vying with one another since then.
Visitors, do they go to both operas, or you have the feeling some are really loyal to one opera?
Some of the supporters may be that.
It's like a football club.
Yes, yeah. Yes,
it's almost like a football club then.
Yes, it is. It is. But I mean, as a sense of maturity, let's put it that way, we've gone from strength to strength, and people are going over to each other's theaters, and first of all, also to see the level, so that the competitive edge is always there. It is very much like a mecca of artistic activity.
Yet, the island nation is surprising in another aspect. In 2017, the Maltese parliament voted overwhelmingly to legalize same-sex marriage. Since then, Gozo wedding planners Jules Wiltshire and Catherine Goods have almost had more homosexual than heterosexual customers. Business is booming.
You would both stand behind, if I can just bring you round.
Of course.
You would both stand facing each other. The readings and your vows and everything and the exchanging of rings will be done here.
Okay.
All your guests will be seated on the terrace looking out this way. So obviously they've got this fantastic view.
Back in Valletta, I'm amazed at how progressive Catholic Malta's approach is to transgender and homosexual issues. In the Spartacus Gay Travel Index, the island is ranked as one of the most LGBT-friendly countries in Europe. I'm meeting Clayton Marchica, an LGBTIQ community organizer, to find out more.
The Catholic Church is very influential here on Malta. How is that affecting on LGBTIQ rights?
I would say since the 2011 divorce referendum showed that people want to move on and have the right to divorce, it kind of changed the mentality even for the church to not be so vocal on personal freedom of what people wanted to choose. Unfortunately, still an issue of control over women, and when it comes to rights, reproductive rights in Malta, it's still quite lagging behind.
But when it comes to LGBTIQ rights?
So yeah, that's the contrast here in Malta. We have a disparity where LGBTQ rights are far ahead, I would say, in the world. In general, we don't hear about aggression or homophobia directly towards our community as such. But yes, we've had cases this year, for example, towards a trans woman who faced physical and online abuse. So that was quite shocking for us.
Clayton organizes the annual Malta Pride Week and Pride March.
Clayton, you work for an organization that takes care of the LGBTIQ rights here on Malta. What do you do exactly?
Even though Malta is very small, we still face a lot of isolation. The fact that we don't have a lot of LGBT places where to go to, so it's based on events. And I think that's one of the things that we're doing as an NGO, Allied Rainbow Communities, to create that sort of sense of belonging and community for our LGBT kind.
Malta has many facets. Most people only know the place as a beautiful holiday island. But it's also become one of the tragic hotspots of the refugee crisis. Again and again, Boats that have pulled survivors from the sea put into port here. Malta's location, 350 kilometers from the Libyan coast, is the primary reason for that. More than 15,000 people have died in recent years trying to reach Europe via the Mediterranean Sea. I'm meeting some survivors who've made it as far as Malta.
When did you arrive here?
2018.
Where from?
Via Libya.
Across the sea?
Across the sea.
How was the journey, and what problems did you have?
Well, we came in a small boat. Some call them the boats of death. Get in, and you either live or die.
You laugh about it now, but it was tough, right?
Yes, it was tough. We were at sea for 7 days. For 7 days, we were on a ship that contacted different countries, but no one wanted to take us. Then the United Nations decided that we should come here, to Malta.
I'm deeply moved by their fate. What will happen to them? How many will get stranded on this island in the future? When will the EU find a collective solution to the problem? I'm speaking with Darren Zamet Lupi. The Maltese photojournalist has captured scenes from the refugee drama.
What does the Mediterranean Sea today mean to you?
To me personally, it's a lot of things. It's my home, for starters. But what we have seen over the past 20 years or so is it's also a graveyard. The huge numbers of people crossing from Africa trying to get to Europe, and most of the departures tend to be from Libya, and the number of fatalities are enormous.
Darren's accounts are shocking. He shows me photographs of rescue missions that he's witnessed.
This is in Valetta. There have been times when I put down the cameras and helped out. Yeah, I had taken enough pictures anyhow, so there was no point in taking more pictures.
Can we click some of them?
His photographs are a stark reminder of what many don't want to accept. Human lives are at stake here.
This is a guy, that had just been rescued. Obviously, when these people don't know if they're going to live or die, once they realize they've survived, it's a very, very powerfully emotional experience for them.
It's very emotional for them.
And
they feel, I think
they really reveal. Some break down in tears, some sort of celebrate and sing and pray, but there's a lot of crying.
There's one rescue mission that Darren will never forget.
The most dramatic weekend for me was Easter of 2017, where several people fell into the sea. There was a mad struggle for them.
How does this have an impact on you?
You get a lot of these sort of images flashing back through your mind, which do not go away. They sort of sometimes come back to you at the most unexpected moments. But then, think about the hundreds who you saved in the same rescue, the same weekend. Think about the baby whose life you saved.
What policies should change from the European perspective, according to your opinion?
I would love to see more solidarity between the different European countries. When it comes to creating a Europe-wide policy on how to share these people out amongst themselves, the fact that all countries have to agree on it, that is obviously a problem because, unfortunately there are some EU member states which are adamantly against having refugees on their soil.
As long as Europe fails to open up or to help, and as long as there is no improvement in the refugees' countries of origin, we'll continue to see these dreadful images from the Mediterranean. Malta has been really intense. I hadn't expected to experience so much. The island is very small, but it's architecturally very rich. And with the people, I sometimes got the feeling I could be Maltese too. They're very close to Arab culture, yet also very European. And when they speak, I feel I've understood them, which I hadn't expected at all. Malta is, I couldn't say that it's really like any other country. It's pretty unique.